Welcome to TAC Talk with Mitchell and Lucas. I'm Mitchell Cairns, one of the co-hosts of this show, and on this show we're going to talk about our sponsor TAC Sports and talk about all the programs like TAC Aquatics, TAC Sports in general, our LSA program, and our academy teams. As well, every month we'll be talking about the sport of the month, and this month's sport is basketball. We had All-Star Weekend this month, and we also have a lot of trades happening and a lot of stuff happening in the NBA. So, tune in for this episode. Now, let's get this talk started. Let's go!
What's up, guys? This is Lucas Richin, your co-host for TAC Talk, and as my co-host Mitchell mentioned, we're going to be talking about our basketball programs this month. So we're going to take a look into our academy teams, our programs on our March break camps, our summer camps, PA days, and we're going to take a look also into our Saturday training sessions at TFS Junior Academy. Speaking of our Saturday programs at TFS, this past month we got a great chance to talk to one of our awesome coaches, Coach Everton, about his impact in the TAC community and the daily dedication he brings to coaching our young athletes. Let's go check out that interview right now.
We're here on location at TFS at our basketball training sessions with Coach Everton, and we're going to just ask him a few questions today. So, Coach, how long have you been with TAC Sports now?
I've been with TAC Sports for just under a year now.
And what do you like the most about being a coach here with the TAC family?
I like the energy that I see with all the kids and all the coaching staff around, and the environment is just so positive. I think it's a wonderful place for kids within the community to come and just get some training, proper training as far as their development and as far as their education is concerned. I think TAC Sport is a great avenue for them to kind of get all of the above from.
Very well said. And what do you focus most on in terms of drills or other skills in the game when you're doing basketball training sessions like this?
To me, it's all about the life skills. All of our kids have that dream. They dream of playing, at the next level. And one of our jobs is to try and inspire them, try to motivate them, try to be a leader for them, try to promote, the game of basketball, the game of soccer, swimming, whatever sport that they're attracted to. We try to point them into the right direction and try to give them, as much as that we can, basically.
For sure, because it's not all about if you can make it to the next level. It's what kind of life skills you can get out working with others.
Absolutely.
Stuff like that. And what goals do you try and manifest in your students when you're doing sessions like this or others?
I'm trying to get them to dream. I want them to dream big. They're at the level right now where they haven't been exposed to a lot. So right now we're trying to provide a space for them to come and have fun first and foremost, make friends. We want them to enjoy the sport that they're playing first and foremost before they move up to the next level and so on.
For sure, yeah, they're very impressionable at this age. So, all right. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate your work here at TAC.
Thank you.
I'd just like to say thanks to Coach Everton for taking time out of his busy schedule at his Saturday programs to have a quick little interview with us, which turned out great. So let's take a look ahead to the upcoming programs we have with TAC Sports in the coming month. We still have our Saturday programs with Coach Everton and our other basketball coaches. And in March, we'll be having our March break camps. 4 locations between March 11th and March 15th. We have ARS, the Armenian Private School. We got TFS, Holy Trinity, and Pickering College, which is located in Newmarket. So head to our website at tacsports.ca to check out any of those camps and any more information that you would like to inquire about. You can also take a look. We have a very exciting camp coming up in our summertime, which is our overnight camp at Tyndale College. So if you're interested, please go take a look at our website, tacsports.ca, and there's plenty of information about that exciting camp coming up. Also, head over to our website to take a peek at our academy teams and start looking ahead to the fall season to to sign up for those teams, especially our TAC Academy basketball program, which is expanding in the coming season. Now, let's throw it over to my co-host Mitch, who's going to talk about the past month in the NBA.
Thanks for that, Lucas. And now let's talk about our sports of the month in the NBA. Before we get into the All-Star Weekend and all the festivities that happen with it, let's first talk about the trades that happened on the trade deadline. And for the teams that in the East that are trying to become good, they lucked out. Because the teams that are already good in the Eastern Conference just added more depth to beat the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals. The Toronto Raptors, Philadelphia 76ers, and Milwaukee Bucks added to their team to make that run when it comes into playoff time. The Toronto Raptors added Marc Gasol for Jonas Valanciunas, which, looking at that, it was a pretty good trade for Toronto. They get a really good valued center with a year and a bit left in his contract, who is better than Jonas Valanciunas and also has had experience as a leader on a team and has a better mental IQ than Jonas Valanciunas. And then the Milwaukee Bucks picked up Nikola Mirotic and the 76ers picked up Tobias Harris. Both teams making a run for the Raptors in the later come in the playoffs, and both players add great potential for this team. Tobias Harris was probably the best player on the LA Clippers before he got traded, and Nikola Mirotic brings a lot of size and a three-point shot, which the Bucks need going forward if they want to make it to the finals in the NBA playoffs. But now, let's get into what happened on our All-Star Weekend. The All-Star Weekend was not really what everyone was expecting though. Because when I compare the All-Star Weekend to other weekends, I can think of a lot of weekends that were much better. Let's look at instance to the 2016 one in Toronto, because we're all in the 6 right now. That weekend had an amazing dunk contest, an amazing three-point contest where we had Steph Curry and his partner Klay Thompson both go off for 27-28 points, and we had an All-Star game which was Kobe's final goodbye. That was just an unbelievable showing from Toronto in the All-Star game, and it's an unbelievable weekend in general for the NBA. Now we come back all the way now to 2019, happening in Charlotte. Wasn't as great as I would say. It started off with a skills contest on Saturday night, which, you know what, I'm gonna say it was pretty cool to see. It was Jason Tatum and Trae Young going one-on-one against each other for the skills competition, and Trae Young was ahead by a mile. But out of nowhere, Jason Tatum hits a half-court shot to beat him and to win the trophy. For that, I honestly think that was the highlight of the whole weekend. Whole weekend for me, at least. That was a crazy shot. We've never seen that before, and especially a half-court shot for a game winner. That was unbelievable. Now we're talking going into the three-point contest, which they added an extra 2 more guys. It had 10 guys doing it this year instead of having just 8 participants as it done in last year and the year before. It was what you expected from a three-point contest. Steph Curry going to the finals, having the best score. How it was. Steph Curry finished with the highest score of that round with 28 points as he hit his last 9 shots to take the first round lead. However, I don't know if you heard of this guy before. Some guy named Joe Harris comes up clutch from the Brooklyn Nets of all teams. They're on the upside right now and beats Steph Curry and Buddy Hield in the three-point contest and takes home the championship in there. Now, let's move on to the dunk contest. In the dunk contest, we had our champion, Hamidou Diallo, and let's think about it. He had one good dunk. It was the VC Vinsanity dunk, putting his elbow in the rim, jumping over Shaq. That was an unbelievable dunk. I got off my feet. I was like, that was an amazing dunk. But the rest of the competition, I don't think showed up. This guy who came in second with Dennis Smith Jr., I feel he could have done a lot more with his skill and talent. But again, comparing it back to the 2016 dunk contest, nothing's going to beat Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine going at each other. That was the greatest showing ever, which is why I feel the All-Star weekends are going down and down, in which even this year they said the viewership of watching the All-Star weekend game was down. Now we go to the All-Star game. Wasn't anything big. Dirk Nowitzki, Dwayne Wade's last All-Star game. LeBron James tampering around with every single person that's a free agent. Let's just laugh with Kawhi. Let's just make bros with Anthony Davis. Let's just pick up KD. Let's just go and do a tampering run because, I'm an all-star. I can't get called for tampering because they don't know anything what I'm doing in the locker room. So it was LeBron's probably his best night of all in the NBA so far. Just grabbing people to join his team in LA next summer. So as I said before, it wasn't that great of an all-star weekend, but let's see what my co-host has to think about it. Lucas Richard stepped in here. What do you think about the all-star
Honestly,
weekend?
Mitch, I couldn't agree with you more. We had one
Yeah.
good dunker in Diallo, but otherwise than that, we shouldn't have 5 dunk attempts every single dunk attempt. It looks like these guys aren't even practicing
That's
before.
okay,
They're
because,
just walking out.
Because when we won a dunk contest, I think Shaq said it best. As again, reference back to that 2016 dunk contest, if you don't dunk on your first try, it's not a 50. Your
Yeah, it
crowd
shouldn't
gets
be a
out of
50.
it, it's not a 50. So when you take 5 attempts, which I think
Let's hear it.
I'm pretty sure everyone but Diallo on one of their dunks had something that was 5 or dunks, or they missed all their dunks and couldn't get like their dunks in.
I agree with you. I just think there should be more practice going in. If the dunk is missed, it shouldn't get a high score.
That's right. I agree with that too.
And where's the use of props anymore, right? Besides John Collins bringing on the airplane, I don't really understand that.
Yeah, 100%.
He missed the dunk, and let's be real, he did not clear that airplane.
Yes.
That wasn't exactly taking flight there.
Exactly.
But,
so, if you guys disagree with us on how our thoughts of the All-Star Weekend, let us know. Send us a direct message on Instagram or contact us on our email at info@tacsports.
Or drop some
Don't see it.
comments on the video.
Or drop some comments
Let us know your
on this
thoughts.
right now. We want to know your thoughts about this. So, on behalf of TAC Sports and the whole crew here working at For Media, we'd like to thank you for tuning into this episode and thank you for watching
TAC Talk.
with Mitchell and Lucas. Have a good night, guys. See you.